Argentina.
Brazil.
Netherlands.
Germany.
Brazil.
Germany.
Iran. Argentina.
Portugal.
Spain.
Germany, Argentina.
Brazil, as always.
Germany.
Spain. Brazil. Brazil. Brazil.
Schneider.
Van Persie.
Oscar.
Robin van Persie.
Schweinsteiger.
Neymar. Balotelli. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Neymar.
Messi.
Andres Iniesta.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Neymar. Go Neymar.
Football is on my mind, in fact on everyone's mind now. The World Cup 2014 kicks off in Brazil, the spiritual home of football, and the team that I'm supporting, by the way. Conservative estimates suggest that over 600,000 fans will reach Brazil for this month-long festival. Unfortunately, we are not among those, but we'll try to make do with the best that we have. Our entire team is now joining us. Of course, the total prize money is $576 million. So all of us have picked up our favorite teams, and we'll tell you why we think our teams will win. As you can see, the entire team is with us. So whom shall we start? Let's start with Lata. Lata, you are betting on the last winner, I believe.
Because I represent the past, is it? Yes, defending champions. Ultimately, whom are you defeating? You're defeating the defending champions. So Spain is the team to beat, and that's why I back them. I know that the odds are against consecutive wins. Barely happened maybe once or twice in the last 50 years. But nevertheless, the Spaniards are fielding the same team, more or less, that won the previous World Cup. At that time, they were the youngest team. So allegations that now they are old quite doesn't hold for me. I just calculated the average age before I came in. It's around 30, 30.5. I mean, I wouldn't think it's that old, but clearly older than what they were when they won the World Cup in 2010. Most importantly, that possess the ball. That strategy, which some people may say is passé, but the Spaniards still don't believe it. So they won't even give their opponents a chance, for all you know. And my sense is that the striker, Costa, is in form. So Diego Costa can still perhaps bring home the bacon. Iniesta scored the winning goal, didn't he?
He did.
Last time around.
He did. And
well, still there, still the darling, still the soft-spoken guy who welds the team.
Indeed.
And
a lot of people.
Cute goalkeeper also. I like their goalkeeper.
Yeah, in fact, Iniesta is what a lot of people believe that
the cementing
is
factor.
Probably the best player in the world. Never gets the kind of kudos that a Ronaldo gets or a Messi gets. But since
he's not the flashy guy. He's not the guy with tattoos and not the guy with funky hair.
That even Ronaldo isn't. But you know,
he doesn't stand out, and
yes,
so he
yes,
stands out.
Yes, but since Lata spoke about Spain, let's just go to Nigel as well, because you know, the team that's easily the best team that's never won the World Cup. I was supporting Dutch last time, but unfortunately they lost. And I believe, Nigel, you'll be rooting for them.
I love the Dutch, Anuj. I'm telling you, I've never ever supported any other country. When I was small, in fact, my first pair of studs came in from Holland itself. So my dad bought me that pair from Holland when I was 3 years old. So I love the Dutch. Each and every World Cup I go out there, I cheer for them. They win nothing. I'll tell you what, they've reached the World Cup finals thrice. They've not won much. But I'll tell you why I'm supporting that team. As you said, Anuj, on paper, they are the best side. They have the likes of Van der Vaart, Van Persie. You have Robin in that side. So it's hard to really beat them. But the big one for me this time is Schneider. And Schneider, he can beat any team. When he runs down the flank, in fact, that guy is unstoppable. So let's hope, in fact, that this time they can come up with the goods. But in fact, the biggest problem is the defenders. They are more than 30 years odd. I remember the boss, Lata, said that, in fact, 30 years is the average age of Spain. For my Dutch boys, in fact, the back line is a tad bit weaker, and they always struggle to play as a team. Just take a look at what happened with Patrick Kluivert. We had the other players, Ruud Gullit. They could never see eyeball to eyeball, though they're the best players in their team. So because of that, in fact, I think that's a bit of a dampener. But I'm taking on the boss tomorrow night. I'm going up against Spain. That's Friday night. That's the game to catch.
Yeah, actually, that is the first best game, or the first big game.
No,
Spain versus Netherlands.
Good to watch.
Today's Croatia versus Brazil. But I think the first big game of the stalwarts is Spain versus Netherlands.
And thank God it's a Friday night.
And it's a holiday.
And one more point. The biggest problem is that if we win or if we lose, if we come first or second in our group, we are going up against Brazil or Mexico. So both Latin America countries, it's going to be hard going for us, but I still support them. Let's hope this time is our maiden.
Yeah, you watch it, Nigel. Nigel if Spain doesn't win tomorrow.
Yeah, Nigel, last time Holland beat Brazil, by the way, if you remember.
Indeed,
And
indeed.
Schneider scored the winning goal. And I dare say Schneider was the player of last World Cup. He may not have
Unfortunately,
scored the most
no
goals.
trophy, Anuj, for us. No trophy.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, but Sonia, you have Germany on your mind. Tell us why you're such a big fan of Germany. Is it the efficiency?
Yes, you know, Ekta, I've been supporting Germany for many years now, and there are a couple of reasons for that. One is because, you know, the core of the German team is intact since the last World Cup. In fact, if you look at most of their players, Philipp Lahm, Boateng, etc., they're still there. But not just that, they have, in the last World Cup, seen the emergence of some new stars as well. You have Müller, you have Khedira, you have Ozil that are now, that have all been inducted into the team. So I really like all of the players. But apart from that, you know, there's a loyalty factor as well. 3 Arsenal players are in the German team, and I support Arsenal in league football, so I guess I have to support Germany over there. And not just that, in 2006 and 2010, the Golden Boot was won by both the German players. So don't really, you know, leave the Germans behind. They can knock in a good punch. The only reason I'm a little worried is because Germany is in a very tough group. So they have to beat Portugal, they have to beat USA, etc. So which are, you know, strong teams. And apart from that, I just heard that Marco Reus, or rather who's known as Rolls Royce, was supposed to be one of the best players, and now he's injured. He has a knee injury. So I'm a little worried, but still gunning for Germany.
Well, Germany is the only one which has this whole setup made for themselves in the entire Brazilian camp. So they have their own like 65 rooms done and everything. So they're really, you know, out to get that operational efficiency
You
right.
know, what will be interesting in the Germany group would be that they have Ghana also. Sonia spoke about Boateng, and Boateng's brother, also Boateng, actually plays for Ghana. So, you know, you have 2 brothers. One brother plays for Ghana, one brother plays for Germany. So that's the fascinating aspect of this World Cup.
Also, you know, Anuj, I think when the host is a South American or Latin American, you would expect one of the South American teams to win. So people are not really gunning for European teams, but let's see, you never know what happens.
Ushang, you also like Germany?
Absolutely, like, and I'm following whatever Sonia has said, you know, but I have certain factors, like, which is there which states, like, if you want to beat Germany, you have to make them beat themselves. Like, so if you look at the August 2012, that is where they lost against Argentina 1-1. Sam Khedira scored an own goal. Additionally, like, the goalkeeper had got a red card at that point of time, and Müller was someone who had to sacrifice himself for the same, and which led to, you know, some weakness coming in for the team itself at that point of time. So something like that, you know, they might have to score some own goal or something for them to lose. At the same time, Miroslav Klose, he is expected, like, if he another 2 more goals, and he will be breaking the record of Ronaldo, which is for the highest goals which have been scored across the World Cup by him earlier. So this is something, these are a few of the players apart from him as well. We'll be keeping a watch on them, and I'm sure this time it's Germany, and this is one force to be reckoned with.
Okay, so that is on Germany. Germany seems to be topping the list in terms of the favourites, but Anuj, Brazil. But you know that Belgium is a dark horse according to you. Tell us why about that as well.
Yeah, but you know, Belgium is a dark horse. You know, internally betting on Belgium only because of you know, being a dark horse, and the fact that Vincent Kompany is a true leader. You know, he's the one who led Manchester City to the title for, you know, twice in the last 3 years. But really passionate about Brazil. Ekta, you know, I'll tell you, from the time that I've been following football and World Cup, for me, football equals Brazil, World Cup equals Brazil, you know. And there's no better sight in the world than seeing some of the special Brazilian goals. You know, you can go back and, for example, see 2002 goals of Rivaldo, or, you know, you can go back and see 1994 World Cup, you know, and some of the goals from there. The quality of goals that Brazilians can score is really awesome. You know, a lot of people say that Brazil doesn't have good defense, but or doesn't have good goalkeeper, but you have to get the ball to the goalkeeper for goalkeeper to come in action, right? I mean, and I don't think Brazilians would be that charitable. By the way, talking about defense, they have good defense. You know, David Luiz can.
They have a very
good
strong defense.
Indeed, and Paulinho is also a good defender, and of course. You know, with Oscar and Neymar in your team, really, I mean, the the only defense that needs to worry is the opposition and not your defense. So really backing Brazil, and I think I have company in terms of you're also backing Brazil.
I'm backing Brazil. That's simply because apparently Goldman Sachs has said that Brazil is going to win this World Cup. It is going to be an Argentina-Brazil final according to them on July 13th, and Brazil is going to win 3-1 according to them. And that it is a 48.5% chance for Brazil to win this World Cup according to Goldman Sachs. So I'm just going by that brokerage
In
report.
2008, Goldman Sachs said that crude would go from $150 to $200. From $150 it went to $30. Anyway, that's Goldman Sachs record as well.
Anyway, so guys, I hope you guys are going to come to work all fresh and bright and maybe miss that 1:30 p.m. First match today.
Well, we'll see about that.
Okay, anyway, thanks very much for joining in and taking us through all of your picks. And we're going to actually come back at the end of the World Cup and ask you all about whether you all have, either stuck by your teams or whether that's won or not. But focusing